It is anniversary week around here. This is the week of April 26th, which is the day that we launched the Target program 3 years ago, April 26th, 2009. And I just had a couple things a couple little special things I wanted to go into today. One is one of the happiest songs I've ever written. That one there is called A Little Jolt. Many of my things are not quite that goofy, bouncy, but anyhow, just seemed like the appropriate theme song for the day. But I want to just do two things. One is give you a little bit of a history of TG here and how things got started, and then just a couple thanks. So the short history lesson though first, in case you know, somebody doesn't know this. I'm sure a lot of people out there don't know this, but a lot of you may have heard it a few times before. But I've been teaching guitar here in Northern California since I was about 14 years old. And a lot of people come and go in my life and take lessons, and sometimes I never hear from them again, sometimes I run into them 20 or 30 years later. And it was November, it was around Thanksgiving of 2007, I was given a lesson, and this kind of frantic, rushed guy rushed into my store and said, "I gotta take guitar lessons, right now, or maybe like later this afternoon, and I need to see you every day." And I said, "Okay, well hang on a second, I'm in a lesson right now, leave your number, I'll call you back." I was intrigued. So when I finished that lesson, I called back and was introduced to Matt Williams. And Matt is just a Tasmanian devil, a constant bundle of energy and brilliance and stuff. And he started taking lessons. We settled on twice a week, but he wanted to come in every day because he figured that was the best way for him to learn. So as we got to know each other and started really enjoying our lessons and things, we just talked about different things and stuff. And about the next summer of 2008, he started saying, "You know, I'm involved in a lot of websites, but I'd really like to get involved in a music website, and maybe you could give video lessons." And I thought, well, I have a video camera because I've had children for 20 years, and that was when I got my first video camera. And so I thought, what the heck, we'll give it a try. He just seemed like he had a game plan, and I figured, well, I'll do what I do. I'll try to talk to the camera, I'll try to give a guitar lesson to somebody not there sitting right next to me. Wasn't sure if this was a good plan, but I was up for it. And so I started shooting a whole bunch of videos, and he just said, "Don't worry about it, we'll keep putting them up at YouTube, we'll start getting people to take a look at them, give us some feedback, let us know if they like them, if they think they can learn from you, and we'll work it out as we go. We just got to start, we just got to go. Don't think about it, don't plan it too much, just go." Love this approach. Well, I was kind of skeptical a little bit at first, but I figured, you know, I got time, we'll do this. So we put together a bunch of video lessons, short little clips, and each one kind of brought people over to Totally Guitars, where we had a lot of other info and finished up some lessons and stuff. And about 6 or 8, that was about the fall of 2008, and by the April of 2009, we decided we were ready to launch the Target program. And we launched it with a TG Live show that lasted about 5 hours. So we put a couple of cameras in my office here at home and just had a weird afternoon of fun. Hundreds of people joined us from around the world, and a lot of people joined the Target program that day. And it is now 3 years later, and this thing is going strong, and I gotta tell you that I'm having a ton of fun doing this. So I hope everybody else is too, because this seems like it's worked out really well, and certainly appreciate the feedback that we get, getting all choked up here, that we get from everybody. So so that is the first part of this little thing was really a big thanks to Matt Williams for making this whole thing, for kind of conceiving the whole thing, roping me in, getting me on board, and saying, "Trust me, this is going to work. People are going to love it, and we can make this happen." So anyway, Matt, thanks a million, buddy. And it is just, you have really helped us make a difference in people's lives, and there is nothing really more important than that in terms of what we can do to make people's musical lives better. And I think indirectly that makes the rest of their lives better too. So anyway, that is part. I want to give you a little bit of history, and then I really want to send out a special thanks to my dear friend Matt, who has just been the he's the engineer here, and he's making it all work. We of course have a lot of other people behind the scenes, and most of you know who they are, and they do a great job, and this could not be done with just the two of us. So I'm not going to let those guys go without thanks, because they have really been the nuts and bolts of the whole thing. But Matt is the engineer here and drives the train, and it just worked out really well that we could do this. The second big thing I want to do is thank everybody who has been here, whether it's been from day one or whether this is the first video of mine you have ever seen and have just stumbled into Totally Guitars like this afternoon or yesterday and wonder what the heck is going on there. And we have, you know, Target members going back to being founding members that and there are still a lot of you around, and that is really exciting. We have a lot of people that have been really great contributors to our forum, to all kinds of things, the special projects that people have done, the get-togethers that our members have done. And so my thanks here really goes out to everybody that helps make this such a spectacular community. It's not just a place for you to like learn some cool licks, because I don't very often show you cool licks. Well, maybe I do sometimes, but I'm really, as most of you know, my goal is to make everybody a better musician, not to just show you how to play like Jimi Hendrix, which I'm not sure I could do anyway. But, should we play some? Wait. There it is. I need picks for this. Never mind. We'll stay away from Jimmy today. But so again, everybody that has contributed and just joined in, and even if you haven't but have enjoyed doing stuff that is here, these are the people that I really want to thank as well. And that's because what you have all allowed us to do is this. Had this not been, you know, had it not been working the way it does, we couldn't be doing this. And I got to tell you that I feel like I am the luckiest person in the world to be doing what I love and what I feel that I'm pretty good at, which is acting as a translator almost between the musical world and the real world, and bringing people, you know, better understanding and technical ability and whatever at playing the guitar and understanding music. And again, I feel that I am the most fortunate person in the world to have fallen into this position and to have everybody's kind of trust and support with doing it. So I just wish everybody could find the thing that they love to do and turn it into what they do all the time. And that's what has, because of everybody here at Totally Guitars, the community, and of course my friend Matt, that is what's happened here. So that's about it. That's where I'm going with this. Just a big thank you to Matt, everybody behind the scenes, and there have been some that have kind of come and gone. You know, the two that have stuck with us for a long time are of course Mike and Cheryl and Naz, and that's the kind of the founding crew, and then our Target members and everybody, whether you're a Target member or not. If you've just gotten something out of this site, I thank you, because that's what we're here for, is to just really help people get more out of music. So I think that's it for the my thoughts kind of on our third anniversary here. We have a lot of things, as you've already seen some, but a lot of very special things coming out this week that'll get addressed on, that'll, you know, kind of point more of those out on Friday in our standard news thing. And but you know what some of them were. Some very near and dear to my heart songs are some of the things that we were doing this week. I think I'm going to go back to playing, because that's what I'm doing today to sort of celebrate our 3rd anniversary, April 26th. I haven't quite decided where I'm going, what's coming up next in the guitar playing scene yet, but I think I'll be able to put together a few little abstracts that we'll start populating the site with as well, because when I can, what I like to do is just sit down and mess around. Sometimes borrowing chord progressions, and sometimes borrowing real songs.